Okay, so we're going to make a very simple little logo here, getting some practice with spline modeling. So we're going to work in the top view, and it doesn't really matter about scale here because it's a logo, so it's not actually going to be in the real world. It's going to be more used in design. So I'm going to make my top view full screen, and I'm going to switch to the Shapes tab, and we're going to use Circle. And I'm just going to drag out a whole lot of different sized circles overlapping each other. We're creating sort of a cloud shape, so bear that in mind when you're doing this. So fairly random, but building up this sort of cloud idea of a cloud. Go a little bit up here as well. Okay, so yours will obviously be different to mine, but something like this. Then I'm going to right click to drop the tool. And then I'm going to select, so I'm on my select object tool, I'm going to select one of these, and I'm going to switch to my modify tab, right click on that circle and choose editable spline. And then I'm going to go to geometry and attach. Now I could click on attach and then just click on each one of these, but I might even miss one, so I'm going to just say attach multiple. And I'm just going to select all these other circles here. So I'm holding down Shift, sorry, let me go to the top again, Shift, click on the bottom and attach. So this is all now one spline with different splines in it, or different segments. So what I want to do is combine them together. So if you're familiar with Illustrator, this would be something like unite or add. So I'm going to switch to the sub-object mode for editable spline and choose spline, and then just click on one of these splines. And then in the geometry section, I'm going to scroll down to this Boolean section. So Boolean operators are ways of combining things together. So I'm going to choose the first one, which is union. Then I'm going to click on Boolean, and now I'm going to start clicking on the other circles to combine everything together. And then right click to drop the tool, and then exit sub-object mode. So there we've got the beginnings of our cloud. We need to shave the bottom of it off to make it look more convincing as a logo. So back to my create section, and I'm going to choose a rectangle shape, and I'm going to draw a rectangle where I want to shave off the bottom of this cloud. There's about fine. Right click to drop the tool. I'll go back to the cloud shape, and under editable spline I'll select spline, and then I'll go down to Boolean, I'll go to attach, click on the rectangle shape, right click. Now with that cloud shape still selected, that's the spline selected, I'm going to go down to Boolean, and I'm going to choose the second option, which is subtraction. Click on Boolean and click on that rectangle. Right click to drop the tool, exit sub-object mode, and now we have our cloud shape. I want the pivot point to be in a better position, so I'm going to go to my hierarchy tab, effect pivot only, center to object, and then I'm just going to drag it down to the bottom of the cloud, uncheck effect pivot only, and now I'm just going to move that to the origin so it's nicely positioned. Okay, next we're going to make a little sun to go behind the cloud. So back to my create tab, and I'm going to go to star. Okay, and I'm going to click and drag out and release, and then move to create my star shape. And then here I'm just going to make some adjustments. I'm going to increase the number of points, and let's just change the radius 1 and radius 2 to something like that. Right click, then circle, go to the center of the star and drag out a circle that overlaps the inner radius, and then another circle within that original circle. Okay, right click to drop the tool, Q for select object tool, and let's select all of those and align them. So here's my align settings, and I'm going to choose quick align, and I'll just select this star just so everything is aligned nicely there. Now I want to attach these all together. So select the star, modify, right click, editable spline, attach. I'll attach the bigger circle and then the smaller circle, right click. Alright, so now in editable spline sub-object mode, I'm going to go to spline, select the star shape, go down to Boolean, subtraction, click on Boolean and click on the bigger circle. Okay, and then exit sub-object mode, and now we have our little sun shape, and the pivot point is actually in the right position. So we're going to rename these. So I'll call this sun, and I'll call this clouds or cloud, and I'm also going to change the color to this light gray so that they both are the same color. And I'm going to move the sun into position so it's kind of going to be peeping out from behind the cloud. Okay, so if I go to perspective view now, you can see that is my logo design. Now in the next activity I'm going to show you how to extrude and bevel it, but this is basically just the use of spline objects and editing splines to create a very simple sort of weather app type logo. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and see you next time.